Hello, Real Talk with JJ. Today's concept is mind chatter, and this is like my third time doing this video because my mind chatter is, it's cold here, hence the orange hat. Finally fall's here, one of my favorite seasons. Some of you don't see colors where you live, so we got a little colorage here. It's a very cloudy day. One of my mind chatters though, the reason this is my third time doing this video is because it's cold out and my nose is running, and the last thing I want to do is speak for a few minutes while you see drippage from my nose. It's kind of gross. Today's topic is mind chatter, and I got a lot of it. And on a side note, I've improved a lot, and I hopefully all of you have. And if some of you don't have mind chatter, let me know what your trick is. And one of the things I want to disclose right away, or an opinion that is, everyone is coming from something, and our experiences do shape our character. And I think how we go through those experiences, good, bad, and ugly, is also how we shape our character. And what I mean by that, if someone is the same age as me, but they might just have more of a, I don't know, a happier journey at times, their mind chatter might be less. It's how you've been, raised and all that stuff. But one of the things I like to share with mind chatter is process it. And that doesn't mean just letting it go. Just say, oh, well, this sucks. I'm going to sit with it. And then I might say, well, I don't really want to invite these thoughts on my walk today. One little mind chatter is, and this is not like me, so it's a little weird. I was recording earlier, like I said, and I'm like, I know I just woke up, but man, I look exhausted, I look old and all that. And that's mind chatter. First of all, let's process. I'm 54, I've had to work since age 14. I don't know. So I have my glasses on because it seems to be more of my identity as I age. Whatever, but that's mind chatter. What are you going to do about it? You can accept it. But other mind chatters for me is driving to work, and I'm like, wow, I've been very lucky. I've worked hard on this job for a long time. And, what am I going to do with retirement? Or what am I going to do if the job doesn't stay and I have like just a few more years before retirement? Because you see that a lot on the internet, and you just hear about people being let go right before retirement years, and that sucks. So there's that kind of mind chatter. There's mind chatter of my left hip isn't good. I was born with bad hips. On a side note, when I was an infant, I guess I had a hard time with flexibility, so they put a bar between my legs. And some of you might relate to this. They don't do it anymore. And they put a bar between my legs, but the bones actually ended up growing incorrectly, hence why I have bad hips. That's what one of the doctors said to me when I talked with them, I don't know, about 15 years ago. And they were like, oh, we don't do that anymore. Oh no, that really messes you up. And I'm like, great, that's great. But my right hip is great because it's replaced, had a good surgeon. But the mind chatter is my left hip. I can still move. Sometimes it really sucks. It acts up. I feel like I'm walking like a 90-year-old. So the mind chatter is, do I try to get a hip replacement now because I have the health insurance? I'm a big proponent on just letting nature be the way it should be. But that's a big mind chatter. And so if it's big mind chatters like that, I kind of will address it with a friend or my wife and think about how to overcome certain things and how to accept it. The mind chatter is at so many different levels. And I think the other thing I wanted to speak about is how we process it and how we practice it, because some will be the nervous Nellies, they say. And if you get anxiety oriented and you practice that will be kind of your thing, your go-to every day. And I even think sometimes YouTubers, when they speak like this, sometimes they'll practice certain thoughts or have certain energies and wonder what we're doing, and it can get a little negative. So you just have to be careful on how you practice the mind chatter. For me, I give myself an A for effort, definitely not being cocky at all. I've just, as a trauma survivor, you're going to have mind chatter. That's just part of the package. Your central nervous system needs to practice being hypervigilant so you can stay safe and all that. But, the only present we have is the present moment. And some chatter is just a waste of time. And if you can label it that and just do something else, whether it's do a puzzle, or move to a different room, or maybe play an instrument, or look at some nature, whatever it is, find other interests, something really simple. That is good, because you don't want mind chatter to be a dark cloud over you and just take complete control. So I would say in my world, there's bad mind chatter, and then there's a huge waste of time. So the path that I'm taking now is the healthy mind chatter. And I have done a lot of processing on walks, and some of it's been horrible, where I've had to repeat certain things over and over again, and rework things. And some of it can be stressful. And I say, well, Jim, you've decided to talk about a certain subject over and over again, like it's a boxing exercise, a punching bag, if you will. And sometimes they'll say, do you really want to invite them on this walk? Do you really need to? And that's what I caution everyone, because I'm going to revisit. You got to repeat things like, the only moment we have is the present moment. And that's a present. Thank you for listening. I hope everyone's well. Bye-bye.